So, Chris and Jasmine and I have all been fans of your cheese, and we found you at the farmers markets in Los Angeles. Right? You guys are at a few farmers markets. Which ones are they?
Well, now we're only at one.
Which one is that?
We're at 3rd and Fairfax.
Okay.
The original farmers market. We're there Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, and you sell a goat cheese.
No, we sell a vegan cheese.
A vegan cheese.
Yes, we used to sell goat cheese.
So tell me about that transition. You guys were selling conventional goat dairy cheese,
Yes.
and now you're selling a completely different product?
Absolutely.
Okay,
And it's
why?
the best thing we've ever done. You get to a certain point when we've always rescued. You have to breed your nannies to get milk. They must have a baby. And you're bringing so many lives into the world every year. There's nothing to do with the boys. And you go, this is not sustainable. This is not what we're about. So that's why we transitioned. We said, enough. We've had enough. Let's take our knowledge of cheese and make the vegan cheese. Rescue the animals that we love, and make a cheese that people like, because there's not a lot of variety out there. There's some really good ones, but there's not a whole lot of variety. Let me tell you, it is not easy. Julian will tell you, he knows about milk and what milk will do, but he doesn't, when you take nuts, it's a little different.
So your cheese is a nut base.
It's a nut, yeah. Ours are all cashew based, apart from, we do a Parmesan, which is a pine nut base, and a ricotta, which is a macadamia, and an American, which is an oat base.
Okay.
So there's no nuts in that at all.
Gluten-free oat.
I've never heard of that.
Uh-huh.
Julie, can you tell me a little bit about the business risk factor and what you had to put out on the line to give up what you knew best at the time, which was making awesome goat cheese and going completely vegan?
Yes, the biggest risk was we were doing 40 farmers markets a week.
You were doing 40 farmers markets a
40
week on
farmers
conventional
markets a
goat
week
cheese.
Yeah.
With goat cheese. We were dealing with loads of restaurants, stores. We pulled the blind down and said, no more. So then we had to come in with a product which was, to use the word, alien to us. And so we had to go one stage further, and we had to make sure that our processing was absolutely as we wanted it, which had to be spot on. Our goat cheese was always the best because we wouldn't have any second rate with the nuts. I wanted it to be smooth. I wanted it to have a good texture and good flavors. And so we spent a couple of months just trial working, really, and tasting and getting people to taste.
But what did you guys think of it when you tasted
It
it?
was amazing. I remember, of course I was drawn to you guys by the change in your story and all, but I was blown away by the cheese. It was so good.
Everyone we did, we took to the markets ourselves. We didn't give it to anybody else, and said, look, go and taste this. Why don't you tell us what you think? What do you think about it? I said, vegan, oh crap. No, it isn't crap. Try it. What'd you say? People have this blinkered vision of vegan, which is so sad. We still get it down at 3rd and Fairfax. The big arguments.
Of all places, too.
Yeah, of all places, yeah. Exactly.
And,
Why do you say of all places?
I mean, Southern California, especially. Los
Yeah, in that
Angeles.
area.
Really
It's a hot spot for veganism.
Yeah.
And we've done it. We still look to improve. We're still making new cheeses. We've got some hard cheeses coming up shortly.
Wow.
And
Nice,
we've
hard
managed
cheeses
to get
coming up.
the cheddar styles. We've managed to get that they slice, that they melt.
Yeah.
And people say, how do you get a nut to melt? You do. It's just how you work it.
So you transitioned your business into an all-vegan business for environmental reasons and for ethical reasons, obviously. But how was the change for you guys? Why did you guys go full vegan?
We've seen confinement. We've seen animals on being ranched. And truthfully, we do not like any confinement of animals. And in the majority of cases nowadays, animals are confined for food production. And it isn't fair. We love our animals to be free to be with us. We don't want to see them in a cage, whether it be a hen, whether it be a pig, or in a beef lot. We just like the animals to be free. And so we decided that if we carried on eating meat at all, then you're condoning corporate farming. You're condoning all this sort of thing. You've been playing with Don this morning and talking to Don and seeing what a lovely character he has. There's Beef. You've been talking to Fiona, the red piggy, and seeing how her character is there. What a lovely little character she is. How she enjoys life. She's Pork. You've been talking to Petunia. Petunia is the most incredible pig you'll ever meet. My life is important. She loves her life. And she loves being here. And truthfully, she's bacon.
I love that you said she loves her life.
She does.
Yeah.
I think that
She
we
does.
forget that they love their life
Yeah.
too. Like I love mine. But what about small local organic farms?
There are small organic farms.
Yeah, there are.
mom and pop operations that live for their animals. They love their animals. They don't look at it in the same way that we look at it. It's their business, their industry, and their conscience says so long as they raise their animals properly and they're cared for and that they do it to their standards, they see nothing wrong with it. We do. I don't want to do
They
it
see nothing wrong with what?
with raising
kill.
an animal for meat.
For me,
You
yeah.
know, we're never going to change 100% of the people, but what we find is that we're not radical. We talk to people about it, and Paul McCartney said the truest thing ever, that if slaughterhouses were made with glass walls, nobody would eat meat, and that's the absolute truth.
Have you guys noticed anything in your health or in your mental aspect or spirituality at all since you've
A lot.
gone vegan?
Like
lot.
improvements?
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, it's way healthier. And, and then as you start to, once you become aware and you start talking to people, the things you hear and the things you learn, and you think, oh my God, I'm so glad that I've gone this way, because your health does improve.
What I find is that when we have a salad sandwich or a sandwich and a decent salad and good food, you go to bed and it doesn't sit on you.
We want to rock the boat. We want to shake everybody up and try and cheese seems to be the big thing with people going vegan. That's the one thing they can't do without. We're trying to produce a product that will help people go in that direction. They love the fact also that all of our proceeds, 100% of our proceeds, go to these animals and go to save more. And of course, when we're down at the farmers markets, they get to meet pork and they get to meet goats and they get to see what they're eating.
How can someone find you guys? Are you guys online if someone's looking for you?
We're online. Our website is www.sanctuaryatsoledad.org.
Cool. I don't know about you guys. I'm ready to eat some cheese, yeah?
I'll tell you what, we'll open them. We'll let you guys help yourselves, only because we are
You
animals.
want some cheese? We'll ham you.
Something
Something like that.
Beautiful. Really tasty.
Sweet pepper, and onion, garlic, melon, jalapeno cheddar. They're so good. Hi.
Everyone wants to taste.